Hello, hello, you beautiful soul. Ooh, congratulations. You're like a master scientist. You have mastered the art of fucking around and finding out. You have fucked all the way around and you have found all the way out. And what was that finding, right? It was yourself. You fucked around and found yourself. And I was getting like, it's been within the last year. There's something so significant about 1 year. And I remember hearing from Spirit in early fall, late summer, early fall of 2024, um, about this just like new awakening, new wave, new soul group that was just coming fully online, right? A bunch of scientists, soul scientists that were ready to do some heavy experimentation, like some serious experimentation with self, right? It's all about self. It's all about self. And there was a wave of souls that were awakening that stepped through portals. I'm hearing right now like portals from the beginning of 2024 all the way through to October, stepping through these portals, knowingly or unknowingly, right? This was like maybe you were learning about quantum leaping or like timeline shifting, timeline jumping, right? You were learning how to navigate your experience based on what it is that your soul was desiring, right? You were learning how to align yourself with the timeline that your soul truly desires to experience, not one that you have been trained to believe that you need to experience, right? And within this last year, you have successfully been able to repattern, restructure your mind. I was seeing the Trinity, I was seeing the triangle, I was seeing mind, body, soul, right? Like masculine, feminine, and like unity, and just mama, papa, child, like you have it all so beautifully integrated. And you fucked around and found yourself. Like you fucked around and found your sacred geometry, your sacred structure of your soul. And ooh, it is divine. It is so divine. And Spirit just wants you to know, one, how proud proud your whole everything is, your spirit team, your guides, your ancestors, your angels, just straight source energy, whatever it is that you want to, you know, to feel that pride coming from. And it can be everything and nothing, right? It doesn't matter. It is yours. You are so worthy of everything that you are experiencing right now. You have allowed yourself to embody and to be the authentic expression of creation that you came here to be, right? I I'm so proud of my person, Candice, right? And my higher self for having the ability to resonate together and to align, Because when I started my YouTube channel, I wasn't embodied. I was channeling. I was straight channeling, right? And I sometimes didn't even understand all that I was saying, but I knew it was truth because the way it resonated with me when I spoke it, because I understand energies. I've been an awakened medicine woman for almost 20 years, so it's like I learned all of this stuff. but it was time for me to put it into practice, right? So it was time for me to stand in my power, which I knew eventually was going to happen, right? And that's something that you had experienced in your life, whether it was from an early age or it was, middle age or it was later in your life, it doesn't matter. There was a knowing that was activated, and there are many knowings that are activated throughout your experience. And sometimes these knowings that you have resonate with you on a soul level, but your person is a little scared, right? It's a little shaken in its boots because it had been so deeply patterned, so deeply programmed and conditioned to believe that it wasn't a divine being, right? And and so s- something about this last year, and whether you've been with me this whole year or you're new to me, it doesn't matter. Um, you have found ways to reprogram. You allowed yourself to be yourself, your authentic self, right? You allowed yourself to be the observed and the observer and see where these patterns were unhealthy so that you could begin to align yourself with what it is that you did want. We experience so much contrast here so that we can be so solid in our understanding of what it is that we do want. That's how I led most of my life, especially, you know, being a parent and being a mom, because that's like something that I hold so sacred. That is the most sacred mission that I could have here, is to repattern for the mama, right? And I knew exactly what I didn't want to experience for myself and for my kids, 7-Eleven, as I look up. I knew that I wanted to anchor in the truth, right? And in order for me to discover the truth, I had to experience a lot of untruth, right? And this is where you understand that each and everything that you experience is showing you something. It is either confirming to you what is important to you, what it is that you wish to and desire to align with on a soul level, or it's showing you an area in which you could repattern. And it's all in your own hands. And Spirit saying right now, like, if you have been with me for this last year, um, thank you for trusting me, right? Because some of you guys knew what I was doing. Some of you guys knew that yes, I was channeling and giving you messages from Spirit, but I was also giving you teachings that were going to allow you to blaze these new trails and these new pathways in your brain, in your physical brain, right? Maybe there are some things, concepts that I've said over the last year that made your brain literally hurt. You're like, this is hurting my brain right now, right? Or maybe there were some of you who had already been forming those pathways, and I just allowed you to feel more confident in that knowing, in that work that you did. Right? Just mirroring to you your own divinity, your own ability to go within and see what it is that you don't like. Right? It's like you resonate with it or you don't. But sometimes you just don't know what you resonate with until you find it. And the ones who found me and trusted me and allowed me to speak to them, even through um through the discomfort, you know, especially um when it comes to like romantic attachments and stuff like this. I remember when I first started working with clients, there was one, he's one of my favorite clients, and he doesn't even need me anymore. He didn't need me then. He just really liked to, you know, to mirror, we did a lot of mirror work together. And he was like, "Don't you worry that people only listen to you because of, because they think you're pretty or this or that." And I was like, "I don't give a shit why people hear me. It doesn't matter if they even listen to the words that I'm saying, because I almost prefer that sometimes people to get lost in my eyes, or in the background, the stuff twinkling and not looking at me, but listening, or even just listening in the background because it's tapping into that subconscious mind, right?" Yeah, there are plenty of people that watch me because of the way that I look, right? And they choose to watch me and not another channeler. It doesn't matter to me. I don't care. I'm Mr. Miyagi and people around here. You know what I mean? Like, I'm allowing space for you guys to form these new pathways in your brain, to remove these blocks, these limiting beliefs, these self-sabotaging patterns, and to pattern, repattern, and restore the original pattern of your soul, right? Like, I don't do anything other than just show up and channel these messages and then be willing to do it myself, right? So I showed up last year. Spirit's like, I guess it's been like a year and some change. Spirit's like, "Yeah, it's time for you to practice what you preach, sis, and we're putting you on blast, and you're not only going to allow yourself to become, but you're going to hold space for other people to become with you," right? We have been embodying together, we've been integrating together this last year. All of the things that we have accumulated, all of the little, seeds that we have collected, we've found ways to plant these into ourselves and into our growth, right? And we've all fucked around and found out. Like, we fucked around and found ourselves. We, like, skipped yellow butterflies. You guys might be seeing yellow butterflies. We skipped our ways all the way home. Like, and have become, and are no longer becoming. It just it is and is, right? You know that you are present in your body, and you are here in the now, and that's all that really matters, right? You've made it. You're home. And if you're not home yet and you're watching this and you're like, "What?" Allow this to activate something for you so that you can start this year, right? Because there's a whole new wave this year that is going to be awakening. There's people that have been on spiritual paths and spiritual missions and have accumulated all of this spiritual wisdom and all of this stuff, but haven't quite integrated, right? And that's where you step in, because you are embodied, and you just hold the grid, right? You just hold the space for the next wave of awakening souls. And some of you guys have your own channels. Some of you guys just work within your communities. It doesn't matter, right? For me, I heard in a seminar with Abraham Hicks, like, I don't know, 15 years ago, her speaking on, if she only knew what she was going to be doing, you know, whatever time in the future, her current self, her now self at that time would not have done it, right? Because she wasn't ready. She needed time to truly embody and allow her higher self to channel through. And I watch my own videos like it's not me talking, right? I'm like, "Damn, this girl's spitting game, bro." Like, bars straight from source. Like, you want to know who the original source of bars is? It's source. Like, straight bars all day, every day, period. And, like, that's you now, though. Like, you have tapped into source consciousness, right? Christ consciousness. You understand now what it is that Jesus was was saying. And it's not that you just understand it, you are it, right? You are it. You are embodied. You are Christed, right? That's the thing. That's what you fucked around and found out, was that you were the Christed one. Right? We all are. We all can be. But it is something that you have to be willing to do. And it's all divinely timed, divinely orchestrated. And now you all will find your own creative ways to, I'm hearing like re-educate. There's so many areas in this reality where the original codes can be restored. We all have our divine anointings. We all have our ways of restoring what was already the original, right? It's already here. It's just the original digital truth, right? It's just restoring the truth, reverting all of the inversion, and just accepting everything in its current moment, right? You guys are going to be the ones who, and I know you have, I'm seeing like literature. There's so many books that have been published from healers and light workers and star seeds and whatever you want to call it. There's another yellow butterfly. It's like restoring the mystery schools, right? Restoring the ancient wisdom. You guys already know. Y'all fucked around and found out. That's the whole point of this video, is that you fucked around, you found out, and now you get to pave the way. You get to be the trailblazer, the way shower, the path, you know. You are the path. Like, you are the path. And oh, it's so awesome. You are so cool. And thank you for trusting me and allowing me to repattern you, or um the way that Abraham Hicks did me, along with many others, because I've listened to many other people over the years, but she was the most significant um one to to introduce to me all of these things, right? And I knew then that I was going to end up being one to speak, because that's also the medicine way. You just, you know, when you're initiated, that eventually there will be a time whenever you know, you do your thing, right? So, yes, you're doing your thing. And if you're not now, you will be. You will be. Within 1 year. There's something so significant about 1 year. So, I love you. You're amazing. You're needed. You're wanted. You're beautiful. And yes,